Libra, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you, and then we will focus on the upcoming events coming up in your near future. All right, let's start with your messages. Okay, well, you're starting with the moon, but you're ending with the sun. And so I overall already like this reading for you, Libra. What we see right away is a major opportunity coming in for you very soon, but it won't fully manifest until the near future, right? Because it comes with the moon energy, and we have to wait to get to the sun in order to be able to see it coming up on the surface. This is a situation where you thought you knew what was going on to happen, or even what was not going on to happen. Your intuition here was very clear. I really want it, but I cannot have it. So I am not even going to invest into it. I'm not even going to fantasize about it because, eventually I'm just going to end up in a place of feeling disappointed, and a place where maybe I wished I never created any sort of expectations around the situation. But you have been overlooking a very important element, which is going to completely change the dynamics of the situation, and we will look into it. We see right here with the Ace of Pentacles, definitely a very beautiful new opportunity coming your way. And the tricky things with aces in general is that they start small, but it's very, very important for all of us at all times to never underestimate small beginnings. This is that seed. It's something very tiny, but something that has the opportunity to grow into a majestic, beautiful tree that you would never think it started from that little thing. And so this talks about first intentions as well. Something that comes in and starts off a timeline for you. There is a timer, a countdown that it's starting here and it's ending here. You are looking for movement overall. I feel that geographically, emotionally, energetically, you're trying to make things happen, and you're not realizing that things are happening already. But because of this moon energy, you cannot see them yet. With the moon, obviously, you have a lot of confusion, and it's not your fault. This energy is given by your environment. It's not something that you can really control. What is perception? Perception is the combination of something that you see, something that you hear, and then something that you feel, perhaps on your skin. And right here, not having enough light, enough information to see what's really going on around you is preventing you to create a solid perception. And so after a long time waiting, you just come up with your own outcome, and you're telling yourself, what am I doing here? This is not going to happen. Someone's behavior is perceived by you in a certain way, but if the moon wasn't here, you would realize that what's going on here at this time is actually very different. I perceive this being very emotional. And perhaps you're thinking that someone is not really seeing you, that the feelings are not mutual, but you are 100% wrong about it. And soon we will see why. Obviously, with the Hangman, you just feel stuck. Regardless of what the reality of things is or isn't, still nothing is happening. So what difference does perception make if nothing is happening. And if you keep your vision in the past or the current present, then you're right. But what you don't know is that soon things are going to change and going to go from 0 to 100 in one split of a second. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But right now, you feel like you have been sacrificing your life away, holding on to something that perhaps even brought you a lot of pain. But now you're just wanting to let it go, I believe. You're thinking enough is enough. I do not want to just be stuck in my life anymore. You might be working on walking away and just let go of this element. But obviously, the Tower reversed. It's telling us that nothing is happening, but what you don't know is that you're looking at it from the wrong angle. Look at this. What do you see now? You definitely see the opposite of what you perceive. This is not about nothing happening. This is the anticipation of something major coming your way. The absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Think about that. The Tower evolution can be tricky because often it's anticipated by the lightning. But to hear the sound of the thunder, it might take you longer depending on how far the storm is. And the storm for you is the change and the movement that you were hoping for. You could easily miss out on the lightning, but definitely not the thunder. And so, what are we looking at here? In your present position, there is going to be a sign, a small sign that is going to confirm to you that something is changing into your environment and that after it comes in, nothing is going to be the same. And so, hear me out on this, Libra. This sign has been showing up into your environment multiple times, but you keep missing out on it because you have already come up with your own outcome. Nothing is going to happen. You're still in the room hoping that what you're looking for shows up, but at the same time, you're facing the wall, giving your back to the rest of the room and the elements in it. If this is a person you're hoping to hear from, they might have been trying to reach out, but perhaps you've blocked them. If this is a confirmation, an opportunity you were waiting for, it might be knocking at your door, but you have your headphones on. Some sort of confirmation here is trying to get to you, but you are somehow ignoring it. But you won't be able to ignore it for long, and we'll see in the near future why. And so right here with the Page of Cups, the first message that I hear is the answers are hidden in plain sight. Happy surprises in store for you. This is some sort of secret crush. Someone gaining interest in you slowly. Definitely a shy and hesitant person, but at the same time, crazy about you. The Page of Cups wants to communicate their love and interest, but they do so differently than you usually do. There's definitely two different love languages here that need to be understood. This person, this page, is someone who's slowly opening up and who is definitely very intuitive about the situation as well. They feel that the two of you are almost meant to be together, and this overall energy that it's happening underneath the surface, again, it's exactly the opposite from what you are thinking right now. This is very, very strong, but you see soon that all these messages are actually coming up on the surface. 8 of Wands and the Sun. Here we have it, Libra. There is something different that you are going to do once you start following your intuition. I definitely feel that. One of the main messages that I see here, Libra, for you is that you have to follow your intuition. You have to stop closing that door and thinking that nothing is going to happen. There is something different that you're going to do once you start following your intuition. And you are the only one knowing what that is going to be. But as we see here, it's going to open up a door. It's going to change the situation fully and forever. Somebody is coming towards you and they're not planning to leave anytime soon. you are soon going to tune into the correct frequency, and all of a sudden you receive all the movement that you were waiting for. I know that often we get stuck in our head, blaming the circumstances for the events, but this is a blockage that was created by confusion, misinterpretation, miscommunication. Sometimes the simplest problems are the hardest to solve because they are most complicated to see. This 801s is extremely powerful. You're not going to see this coming, but it's going to change the course of events completely and for good. There is no going back from this. Someone is going to communicate fast here, telling you perhaps everything that they wanted to tell you all along. There is great potential for success and happiness, expansion, growth, change of mindset from negative to positive. So what should you, and by the way, the Page of Wands here also brings messages. What should you expect from this 8 of Wands, Page of Wands? What is this person going to say or do? And how is it going to change the very trajectory of this situation? Let's see how these upcoming events are going to shape the months to come and what you should be looking forward to after this finally gets completely unblocked. Let's look into it. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Libra, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute reading. The readings are live, I don't record them, so get ready for that as well. I select people every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Libra. Look at this bridging energy, taking us from the current situation to the future situation. This is a complete 180. This is exactly what you were never expecting to see from this person, from this situation. This is someone who all of a sudden shows a lot of interest in you, strong attraction. Someone who might be your soulmate, or as we know, as we've seen so far, perhaps your dream partner. This is a potentially successful and supportive relationship. And the most interesting thing is that you are not seeing this coming at all, not even 1% of it. And we have to see what this person really wants to do, really wants to say right now, because this is all going to happen very quickly. And when the events happen so quickly, sometimes we make the wrong choices, we say the wrong things because we were not prepared for it. There is a potential here for you to be scared by this energy coming in and maybe do or say something which will jeopardize this beautiful sun energy. And so let's keep looking into it. Let's see what this 8 of Wands is going to bring to you in the near future and how the situation could potentially evolve in the distant future. Let's clarify the 8 of Wands, but also this beautiful 6 of Wands right here. Okay. Now we're talking. Wow, you have something beautiful in store for you, Libra. And